It was the first day of autumn when 17-year-old Evelyn Parker stood outside the doors of Blackstone High's Grand Auditorium, clutching her speech in trembling hands. Her heart raced. Her thoughts battled between two voices. You can't do this. But what if you can? For most of her life, Evelyn had faded into the background. Always the quiet one, the observer, the girl who never raised her hand, even when she knew the answer. In class, she sat by the window, scribbling poetry no one ever read. In conversations, she nodded politely, afraid that if she spoke, she'd mess up and everyone would laugh. Confidence? It wasn't something she was born with, or so she believed. But something changed 2 months earlier. During a summer library program, she met Mrs. Callahan, a retired professor with silver hair, sharp eyes, and the ability to see beyond silence. One afternoon, while Evelyn helped shelve books, Mrs. Callahan handed her a blank notebook and said, "You don't lack confidence, dear. You lack proof. So give yourself proof. Do one thing that scares you every day and write it down." Evelyn took that challenge seriously. The first day, she asked a stranger for directions. The second, she raised her hand in class. By the 10th, she read one of her poems aloud during an open mic night. And now, 60 days later, here she was, invited to speak at the school assembly in front of over 600 students. The microphone felt like a mountain in her hand. But as she looked out at the crowd, she remembered her notebook, all the tiny, terrifying things she had done, the proof she had built, step by step, vort by vort. And then she spoke. Not perfectly, not loudly, but honestly. She told the audience about her fear of being invisible, about how confidence wasn't something you either had or didn't, but something you built, like a staircase, one brave moment at a time. When she finished, the room was quiet. Then came the applause. But Evelyn didn't need it, not really, because in that moment she knew she was no longer invisible. She had seen herself. Confidence isn't loud. It isn't always fearless. It's a quiet decision to show up, even when doubt screams louder. And every time you do, you build proof that you are more capable, more powerful, and more worthy than you believed. Confidence is not a gift. It's a practice. And it's built every time you choose to believe in yourself. Just one more time.